Eva, for you.
Yeah, so I think the way the question framed is really interesting. And I was talking about it with my co-founder, who is also a woman. We're an all-women founding team. So we get this kind of like attention a bunch. And I think it's like all the things like, Kathryn and Sasha just said, I think are relevant. But I do think that there is actually like a little bit of an issue with when people phrase the question as like, why don't women want to be in fintech? And I think it's actually more that women are kept from being in fintech, and like the fact that there aren't more of them is the problem, not that they don't want to be there. And that is not so different to like in general a lot of like where you see women kind of getting herded into sort of like lower paying industries and all of that. And I think like this podcast we're going to like talk about that issue in general. But yeah, I do think like there is kind of this perception that like, oh, for some reason, like women don't like finance or don't like fintech, but actually I think it's more that they've been kept from it rather than that they don't want to be there.
No, and I love that point because I'm tired of someone who covers the space so heavily with the female lens, and I am tired of this narrative that like, oh, well, women need to just like figure it out. They need to like go into rooms with the VCs and stick their chest out and act like men and be more powerful and be more confident. It's on you. Be more confident. Just figure it out. And it's like, excuse me, like what? Like you said, 2,000 years of history, lifetimes of history. Like, can we not pretend like it's the women that are the problem? Let me repeat it, please, once more. Women are not the problem. It is a system that is the problem, and one that we have to transcend. And in all of our roles are doing that. Yeah. So let me just be clear for all the women listening right now. You are perfectly fine. Yeah. Be yourself. That is the best thing you can do, right? And then step into the roles that, frankly, you have always deserved to be in. And so, I think, though, that takes a lifetime. It can take a lifetime of mindset shift and change because the context we're given as women from, birth until adulthood is so toxic, right?
Apparently, it's going to take another 150 years. Yeah. That's what they're estimating right now.
For gender equity. It's like...
But I think there's a lot that we can be doing to accelerate that. And it's one of the reasons that I started NYC FinTech Women with the mission to connect, promote, and empower women to advance their careers. Because I think a lot of it at the end of the day is who you know and who can help you open doors to get starting your own fintech company because you know someone from Experian and like things like that. So if you're not already a member of FinTech Women, it's free to join and always will be. So please join.
Join communities. I mean, that's one thing, right? It's like be a part of resources, like get the resources you need to be the confident self that you need and to push forward.